you got to respect. Stand like the sign, now was the time I was ready for the beat, ready for the baseline.
Now we're making the sound for the show. The fun say oi, oi, say whoa. Watch the band go. I better get it dedicated, I don't know. And like I never tell me like a sister. I thought the fun was all about the freedom mister. So what if it's something after this? Bigger than this. Pop rock. And it's in the pop rock. In the back of the show, pop rock, pop rock. Only ever gonna be pop rock. Things are bigger than punk rock. Look around. We are unified, just like in the top, touching down. Revolution is more than sound.
We're better together, and still we're going nowhere.
Can't see the world for the dream. Starting the places that we like, the truth that we got. And it's bigger than punk rock.
Are we doing Supernova? Yo,
Anywhere,
never gonna never pin us down.
any style,
Play for the 12 years, they
strike anywhere,
When I'm about to show it.
anyone.
But we don't live on this one yet. We're gonna make it a mindset. Which we can make, yeah, we can get.
Minor songs and teens and fanzines.
Actually, we live for the
UK, UK,
America, we need
UK,
Gotta sing number one.
UK, and maybe then we'll find our way. Look around. We have all the unity singer in this crowd. Revolution is more than
We're
sound.
better together, and still we're going nowhere.
Can't see the wood for the sea. Starting the places that we like, the truth that we got. And it's bigger than punk rock. Supernova! Round in circles, I can see this revolution. 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 More than just a sound.
We're better together, and still we're going nowhere.
Can't see the wood for the sea. Starting the places that we like, the truth that we got. And it's bigger than punk rock. Starting the places that we like, the truth that we got. Let me hear ya. Yes.
Ladies and gentlemen, oh, we're not in right now, John. We are?
That's funny.
Ladies and gentlemen, good evening, good night. This is Supernova Saturdays of Quarantine Sessions. I am your host, Coolie Ranx. And tonight we have some special guests here. We have special guests from England, special guests from Philadelphia, Texas, and all over the world. Right now we have Adam Burt.
Whoops.
Hey, buddy. Hey, Coolie. How you doing, mate?
I gotta turn this thing off. I'm hearing delay.
Delay.
I'm hearing the show. No.
Hey, can you hear me?
I'm hearing the show. Something.
Sorry, mate. So my name's Adam. How you doing, mate? And I've got all the boys here with me. So we've got introduce you to everybody. We've got my mate Stoker, who's my co-conspirator on this new project that we're working on. We've got Ben, my bass player, and also everything else. He's a multi-instrumentalist, and he's working with me on this project. I got my lyricist. Yeah, I got my lyricist as well. It's just a friend, became a friend, and then suddenly he writes these beautiful lyrics. I'm like, I got a song for you. Then it became more, and so then he's now my lyricist for this project that we're working on. We've got this whole album coming out that we're writing. There's 10 songs in the bag at the moment, and we've got about another 30. So we're just really having a good time. We're just having a laugh, basically. That's what this is.
30 songs.
40. How many songs in total? How many
You
total?
mean I'm going to mix 30 songs?
Yes.
We have 41 in total. 41 songs written.
41 songs.
Yeah.
41.
Are you guys playing out?
You know what? We did a gig probably. When was the last gig we did, Ben?
Oh Christ! Was it? You know what? Was it in Was it in Suburban Station?
I think it was.
We did.
Yeah, we did a Christmas. We did like a Christmas thing at the Suburban Station. I think that's the last time we played together, which was like around Christmas time. You know, and then
Don't forget the YMCA gig.
well, that was just me, but that was
Frank and
that was the boys. I took the brass section. We had a good little time up with Village People.
YMCA. YMCA.
Can we do a ska version of it?
You can do a versions to any song in the world. Do you know that?
Exactly. Anything. The sky up. But I got a kick out of that. I mean, I must admit, it made me laugh because I was like, well, here we go. I've been lucky to play with a lot of different bands in my past, and I just thought that was funny. You know what I mean? Like ending up playing with, Village People for Times Square, on Times Square for the dropping of the ball at
I saw that.
Yeah.
I saw that. Yes, you did. I thought you were joking for a second. You actually did that.
Yeah, I did.
Yeah, I change the subject. We're not talking about
Hold on. So you've played with many people in the world. How did you get your start being a musician?
It's funny. I go back to like when I was probably about. I think it was like I was about. Well, you see, my dad got me into playing trumpet. Yeah, my dad got me into playing trumpet because back in England, he was a club comic. He was a comedian back in the day, and he was a dirty comic. And then so what happened was, as I got older, and I started playing trumpet when I was about 5. About 8, he was like, you know what? I'm not going to do dirty comedy. I'm just going to do singing, and then I'm going to bring him on, and he can play trumpet, and I don't have to do anything for like 20 minutes, half an hour. That's how it all started. Yeah, and then suddenly, like, so I started going on stage with him, and by the age of like 13, I'd seen like bands, and you see, that's it. I was getting introduced to all like the two-tone stuff, and I was watching that, and I was like, Rico, I was like, I want to do that. I want to play that like Dick, and I remember Dick and Cutho and Rico. I was like, I want to do that stuff, and that's how it all happened. And now again, I was from the Midlands, which is all the heartland of where all that music came from, and I didn't know at the time that in Leicester was like, Laurel Aitken was living in Leicester, and I didn't know that at the time. I didn't meet him just there, but it's just our destiny. It worked out, because I played with this band originally when I was about 15. Called the Dirty Boppers, and they were pretty big in our area. They were pretty big in London, and then from that, I met my two of my best cohorts, Stan Samuel, who was playing guitar, eventually for Desmond Decker and everybody, every reggae artist who's ever been coming from Jamaica, he's played for those guys. And I met him. I was about 15. And I played for his band for a couple of years, Sakwi. And then from then, he met Laurel Aitken, and Laurel Aitken wanted a backing band, and we became the Pressure Tenants. And I was probably about 18 at the time, and I didn't know that this guy, this guy that kept, he was schooling us. He was schooling us with the music, and he'd teach us all these songs, and we had to learn them. And I remember, every day was different, because he'd come on and we'd do a gig, and then he would just do a new song. We didn't know it. We'd be like, what's this song? F, G, B flat. We'd be like, oh, what the? And that's how it happened. And what a laugh when I think about it. But it was great training because, again, playing for Laurel like we did, or first off we started gigging around England, then we went around Europe, and it started getting bigger and bigger. And in the end, we were touring around the world with Laurel. It was amazing. It was just I was so lucky, so fortunate to have that man in my life to give me that schooling for the music. You know what I mean?
So then by then you was working with Laurel, you was able to jump to the specials. How did you get to the specials?
So it's funny because, again, we're all from the same place. I mean, that's the weird thing about this. I was from Leicester. The band at I guess it was like the early 90s. They reformed, because I remember they came to America like in 93 as Special Beat. And then I believe it was the fall tour was the first tour we did as the reformed specials. And I was actually in the recording studio with their manager at the time, Roger Lomas. Roger Lomas was the producer for Bad Manners and selector. And he was working with Two Tone back in the day, and he was a big producer from Coventry. And he said to me, he heard me playing trombone in the studio, and I think I just like he went, "Oh, it's do you know Message to You, Rudy?" And I went, and he was like, "Oh, you know special stuff." I went, "I love the specials." And he went, "Oh, I might have a gig for you." I said, "Yeah, give me a call." I gave him my number, and I thought it was just a pub gig, like I didn't know. So I gave him my number, and he called me up, and he says, "So I've got this gig for you. You're gonna have to come down and do an interview, do an audition for him, and I'll send you the set list." I said, "Yeah, no problem, I'll do it." I said, "How many songs?" He goes, "Oh, there's about 20 songs." I said, "Bloody hell." I said, "When's the gig?" He says, "Friday." I'm like, "Jeez." I said, "That don't give me a lot." I said, "All right, send me the song." So he sends me the set list. I'm looking, it's like, Gangsters, Message to You, Rudy, Little Bitch. I'm looking, I'm like, "What's this, a Specials cover band?" He's like, "No, it's the Specials, they're reforming, and they need a trombone player." That's what happened. And I'm like, I said, "So when's the gig again?" So we go down, we do the rehearsal, they hear me
And his
play.
trousers went brown.
Yeah, literally. They said, "Give me 2 days to learn the set." And remember, the first gig we ever did was in Paris. And I had no clue what was going on. I got on stage, and suddenly the place is packed. And there's like these big 6'5" French skinheads. I mean, fucking shit myself. I was like, "What the heck?" I had no clue. But it was a great gig. I mean, it was absolutely amazing. And again, that was the beginning of how we came back, as the band, and we started touring again. It was amazing because at that time in America, it was starting to get really big. The ska, it was just building up and building up. And so for years, they'd been asking the specials to reform and come back. And I guess that's how it happened, And again, I was just really fortunate to be a part of that. And again, it was a lot of fun.
So is this 93 when you came on, Andrew?
Yeah, it was like, well, no, because I remember there was another guy playing on Special Beat tour, but I joined the band in about, I think it was like, the first time we came over was 94. It was about August, and we did the fall tour. I'll never forget, it was called the fall tour. And I was like, "What does that mean, fall?" Because I had no clue. I'd just come from England. I didn't know what fall meant. I thought it meant fucking people fall over. I'm like, "What do you mean fall? Where am I falling?" Like, no, it's a fall. And I'm like,
It's autumn.
Yeah, you know what I mean? We were like, "Oh, autumn." Right?
That's what they call autumn.
There's all these words people were saying to me, and I'm like, "What? What do you mean? What? Pardon?"
Tomato.
Yeah, tomato. I was like, "What?" Look, and listen, this really happened. I'll never forget. One night, we're on the bus, and we do this gig late. I'll never forget this. And that's when I realized I was in America. So I said to the woman at the truck stop, we stopped, and I said, "Can I get some chips?" And she just threw a bag of chips on me. A fucking bag of chips. And I'm like, "What the fuck's this?" I went, no, I want some chips. I want chips. I said, fishing chips. She went, "Oh, chips." And then she made me some chips. And then I said to her, "Oh, can I get some tomato sauce?" And she says, "Tomato sauce?" I said, "Yeah, tomato sauce." So she goes in the kitchen, comes back out with a bowl of fucking pasta sauce and threw it right on my chips. I look, I'm like, "What the?" I'm like,
Oh, the blood clot, yeah.
what was that for? She said, "You wanted tomato sauce?" I'm like, "I guess." So then I found out, no, that's not tomato sauce. So I realized we speak the same language, but it's different.
I was in Chicago, first time I was ever in America. I was on tour with General Public, and I went into the shop, and there's a cop standing there, and I said to the lady, "Can I get a packet of fags?"
That move.
I know it's not very PC, but the cop turned round. The policeman turned round and said, "What do you mean?" And he had a big shiny gun, and I was like, "Oh shit!" Back in the fags.
I kept saying that all the time. Like, I'm dying for a fag. People would look at you, gone out. They'd like, "Beg your pardon? What? I'm dying for a fag." Yeah. So we learned very, we learned quickly.
Yeah, you better.
What do you want? We're British.
Exactly.
Ladies and gentlemen, we have no more noise in the back of my head. I got to talk to these guys. We're gonna come right back with a video, and then after the video, actually, like and share. Tell us where you're from, and if you have any questions for the boys, please let us know. We'll be right back with a video. Hang tight. Respect.
How you doing? I tell you what, if you appreciated those idiots, if you stop throwing things and hitting people on the head. I'm not afraid of being afraid. I'm only fearful. What's it? You boys, that's what we come. We come like nobody ever come before. Let's go! So let me tell you about the Chicago community. Let me tell you about the snake out and let me tell you about the house and arena. Let me tell you about the windows of my house. I'm not afraid of being I'm only fearful. I'm afraid of being afraid. I'm only fearful. Let me tell you about the bomb in the army. Let me tell you about the women in the prison. Let me tell you about the let me tell you about the pop right outside door. I'm not afraid of being afraid. I'm not afraid of being afraid. Don't talk to me, just blow your front door, don't make don't talk. Boy, good luck, wear your black vest to that supermarket. It makes me shudder when the weekend is made. I'm not Korean, but the regular. I keep on watching and my review. I won't tell you when I keep my revolver. So let me tell you about the security system. Let me tell you about the video surveillance. Let me tell you about my New York whiner. Welcome to the siege mentality. I'm not afraid of being afraid. I'm only fearful. I'm not afraid of being afraid. I'm only fearful. I'm not afraid of being afraid. I'm only fearful. I'm not afraid of being afraid. I'm only fearful. Fearful. Thank you very much. Thanks for wearing your shirt.
And I don't know the name of this song, but it's dedicated to all my skinhead friends. And it's called Skinner. Yeah. When the skinhead walks down the street, every chick hop skips the beat. When the skinhead walks down the street, every chick hop skips the beat. Skinhead! Thank you. Thank you. Give it up. Give it. Right now, I'd like to break it down. So right now, we'd like to hit it from the top. Cause this song is gonna make everybody rock. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4. Give it up, give it up. Skinny. 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 I want you boom boom tonight. Boom boom. I want you boom boom tonight. Boom boom. I want you boom boom tonight. Boom. Skin it, skin it, skin it, skin it. Skin it, skin it, skin it, skin it. When the skinny walks down the street, every cheek hard skips a beat. When the skinny walks down the street, every cheek hard skips a beat. Skinny. Skinny! 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 Give it up! Give it up! Thank you.
Killer weed down in San Jose, they say, whoa, killer weed. Well, it came to tending mamas, and it came to tending bars, and they tell you just about anything, but they never leave the door ajar. Say, hey there, Mr. Powerman, would you read my meter, please? But down in San Jose, they prosecute that killer weed. Oh, 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 that killer. Oh, that killer now. Oh, that killer now. Down in San Jose, they say, oh, that killer weed. Solo.
You jumped
Yes,
in.
Limbo!
Limbo,
Yes,
man.
brother.
Coolie, I tell you, I enjoyed the last couple of weeks with you. It was such a great time. Although, knowing me, I didn't give you much time to talk, but I'm a talker, but I'm going to keep quiet this time. But anyway, it was wonderful, man. Loved it, man.
Look, can I tell you something? No one really wants to hear me speak. That's the honest truth. They would like to hear what you guys have to say.
Okay, cool. Okay,
So,
yeah.
Let me throw this around the room here because we got a lot of people in the room, and some are in other bands as well. So there's some questions that came in, and some of the questions excuse me. No specific question to ask, but would love hearing the stories from days gone by and how each musician got involved with the ska scene, and more stories, please. That comes from Rebecca Wazilski. I know you, Becky, so I'm sorry I'm messing up your last name.
Yeah, well, Rebecca, I can't pronounce her last name or his last name, but considering I'm the elder, I take over the spot of being the elder statesman of ska now. So I met Adam when Adam was very young, and if you notice right, he's my biological identical son, if that makes any sense to you. And he's an amazing musician. And he played with the likes of like Larry Lakin and everything. And then you get our producer, what an amazing producer is, Oh my God, he produced one of the Specials album. I haven't talked to him for a long while, and that guy is amazing. And then we my first band, which is from Coventry, the Special from Coventry, and then the other band from Birmingham, and Adam's from Leicester. So we all sort of grew up, and the little ones like Adam grew up with us as well. And it's music just put us all together. That's the strength of music. Mm.
So that's funny, Adam. You're the little one. You heard that?
A baby.
The little one.
I was the baby. I was always the baby. I was always the baby in the band. I was always the youngest. And I remember saying I remember to say somebody one day, like they went, "How old are you?" And they went, "Oh, we're 50. I'm 50." And I went, I pissed myself laughing because I was about 18 at the time, and I thought, well, we'll never get that old. And now I'm fucking older than that. It's ridiculous. I'm like, I don't laugh anymore now. I just kind of I change the subject.
Oh, you don't laugh at all.
Yeah. I mean, it's true.
Yes, so so by the way, I didn't tell everyone about our producer Stoker, which produced the Guilty album. So forget me, Stoker, wonderful guy from he's a Birmingham. He was a Brummie from Birmingham. He's a Brummie. There he is.
Well, you got to realise, Stoker. Tell him what was your first band you were playing with? What was the first band you played with?
Dexys.
Midnight Runners.
Dexys Midnight Runners.
Come on, Eileen. Oh, come on, Eileen.
Are you serious?
Come on. Yes, Dexys.
There he is.
There's
our young soul rebel.
Woohoo!
Young soul rebel. That's our Stoker.
Quiet for a second. 1 second, bro. That's you?
Yeah, man.
Yes,
Stoker.
Oh my God.
Yeah. Stoker was the drummer for Dexys.
Dude.
And then he went off. Now what? And then tell them, how does that work then after that? What happened after Dexys? Then you went to General Public.
They went to General Public, yes. With Horace.
No. I was in Tintin.
Oh, that's right.
Oh, Tintin, yes. Oh my God.
Tintin.
I forgot about Tintin, yes.
Stephen Tintin Duffy.
Yes.
He was up the charts like mad back then. He was up the charts like mad.
Oh God.
Oh, excellent.
Kiss me with your
You see, it was all after the two-tone stuff. That two-tone had sort of gone out of the way. The futurists were all in. And Stephen Tintin Duffy was like, oh my God, yes. He was massive.
And then Duffy wanted to get rid of me.
Yeah.
And he filched me onto General Public. he was like, this guy's too good looking. I'm not getting laid.
Yeah. He got edged out the band.
I edged out the band and joined General Public. And that was brilliant.
Yeah, I'll tell you one thing, Coolie. You see the history of music right here. The history because I don't get when we meet up with you as well, Coolie, you know. That you're part of the history, man.
Yeah, man.
A big part of history.
Thank you, but not to where you guys are. Oh my God, my youth. When you was referring to records on the wall, Andrew, I didn't know what you were talking about. So what are you talking about? That's why I'm digging in a little bit further to who you are. I don't really.
He's got way more gold records than me. He's this low.
Yeah.
But
Who has-
thank you.
No, enough respect. You were referring to, oh, that's why I've got records on the wall. So what's he talking about?
Yeah.
Wow.
I look younger than Adam.
Exactly.
Yeah.
But I'm older.
Wait, I've got more questions for you. Hold on.
All
Okay.
right.
Tim, how did you end up living in America? Oh, that's from Tim Lambert. How did you end up living in America? And that goes for everyone in there. Ben, I'm going to come to you for a second.
I would say I'll start off because I'm the one who talks the loudest and talks the longest, right? I sort of met I've got an amazing, wonderful 21-year-old son here who's just turned 21 and he's graduated as well. So I met his mom in Vancouver.
Yeah.
And she's from Seattle girl. And that's why I ended up moving to Seattle. Family.
Yeah. Exactly. And the same thing. I met a girl in Philadelphia who, you know, at the time I didn't know was going to be my wife, became my wife. And then after that, Linval had already moved over. Linval had already moved over, and I was thinking about moving over. And we were still touring at the time. And I met Jen, who was my wife at the time. And so then I moved over, and that was like 99. I moved over here. And then, of course, by that time, the specials had finished. We'd split up. But then I came back over because I started then working with Buck and the Toasters. And that's how I started with Rob, because he said to me, you know, I got a job for you. You want to play trumpet? Because Sledge was doing the Galloping Hounds, I think, Halloping Hounds.
Just jump.
Yeah. And so...
Hey, Linval.
Yes.
That's how it happened. That's how I moved over.
I met my first wife in Vancouver.
Did you?
Oh! I moved to Philadelphia.
Yeah.
Wow.
Stoker lived here. Back in the day.
We were the band in the movie. The movie was called Head Office, and General Public was the band. And I fell in love with this girl, and then it all went to
part of life.
And then I moved to Philadelphia, and then got divorced, and I moved to Los Angeles, and met my wife. But she lives right now.
Yeah.
How did you find Ben? How did you find Ben?
So Ben I knew. Let me see. Ben I knew from basically. We were playing in about 2011, 2012 with a review. They were called the Peekaboo Review, which were basically they were like a burlesque, like a burlesque show.
I was about to say that.
And that's how we met. And I remember Ben was playing in the band back then, and you know, and at the time, my friend who was the MD, who was in the band with me originally in the Vershons, Rich Hill. He was the one that got the band together because he knew all these musicians. And of course, we had this big love of ska. And then I realized that Ben had played with all these bands anyway. He'd been playing with all these Philadelphia bands from back in the day. The Snails, he was in, all these bands. And every part of the Philly musician scene, I mean, it's just great. I mean, there's like Dougie, my old friend from, and Fred back from, geez, what were they called? Hold on. Ruder Than You.
Yes.
So, them guys. And then there's the West Kensingtons. There's all those boys which are still gigging all over the place. I mean, it's like there's a real good little scene in Philly, in fact. And so that's how that happened. And it's crazy, really, when I think about it. I'm like, geez. Yeah, Ben, I mean, you tell him. And so I met Ben, and I remember Ben was, playing in the band with me. And then of course he started gigging with because I think it was the first gig for our friends.
You think Catbite?
Yeah, Catbite. They played at the Warehouse, the first gig.
I
No, that was the Toasters show out in wherever that was at.
Was that your first gig?
I didn't play. I wasn't playing with them at the time.
All right.
But that was their first show as a band.
That's right.
Was that
So know who Ben is. Ben is the player from Cat Bites. Ben is no slouch.
No. I mean, and it's just great that they get to do all these bands and play different stuff. I love it.
I'm missing somebody. There was someone else here before.
Well, then there's also there's our friend. Well, this is a great story. This is I was on Facebook one day, and I see this little thing on Facebook saying, my name's White Toast, and I love music and I love the English beat, and I write lyrics, and I'm like, oh, this sounds good. So I was talking to Stoker about it. I said, this kid on Facebook says he writes lyrics. I said, I might talk to him, see what he's got. And I said, hi, my name's Adam. I said, send me some of your lyrics. Let's see what you got. I said, because I'm starting to doing a new project, and it's weird.
I thought you knew him before that.
I did know him, but I didn't know he was a lyricist. I thought he was a guitarist. And he said, no, I don't play guitar. I'm a lyricist. I'm like, you write lyrics? I'm like, let me have a look. And I read through his lyrics, and I was like, these are brilliant. These are absolutely brilliant. I'm like, and it's like that thing. What's happened is this whole project for me has been, instead of me trying to do everything, I'm like, I want to work with people who can contribute, and also then it makes it better because it's not all about me. It's not about me. This is about, I tell you what, without everyone that's helped this band, there's no way I could have done it by myself. No way in a million years. I mean, all the band, all my musicians, Frank, Sean, Ben, his brother, Josh, there's just no way. There's just no way we could have done it. Stoker called me out of the blue nearly about a year ago. I haven't spoken to him for 20 years, and then suddenly he calls me, and I'm like, did Mark give me my number? He goes, no, just calling to see how you're doing. And I just recorded with Derek Morgan after 25 years, and we re-recorded Fat Man. But I needed a producer on it because I just recorded it. And I said, look, I've got this track I'm redoing Fat Man with Derek Morgan. And he said, I'll produce it. And that's how this all started. And then, Bobby started coming in with lyrics and writing these lyrics. And I was like, dude, this is brilliant. And then we started putting these new songs together. Because again, when I first came back, I didn't have anything. Because you know what, Coolie, I was listening to you with Steve when you were talking about that time when you were like, you just left the Toasters and you were in a bad place. Same thing, dude. I had a lot of time where I had no clue what I was doing. I mean, I didn't have anything. My life was going wrong. I was going through a divorce. I just found out that, I'm an alcoholic and I can't drink alcohol. And guess what? I've never been able to, that's the thing. I've never been able to drink.
You just found out.
But the problem with you, Adam, you have to, Adam, your problem with you couldn't just drink a glass. You have to drink the whole bottle. That was the problem.
Exactly.
Couldn't drink a glass,
Exactly. I never knew. I always thought the bottles were for me. I'm like, whoa. They said 4 bottles and 1 for me. And they were like, no, that's for the band. I'm like, well, yeah, but I need 1. And that's what happened. And so, of course, it just became a shit show. And I tried to fix it myself, but I couldn't. So I had to admit that I had a problem. And that's where this magic's happened now. Because, again, I'm standing out the way of this and letting this project happen. And it's just brilliant. Like Limbo just started joining this project with us a couple of weeks ago, purely by chance.
I'm longer than that, Adam. I've joined you for a long time.
He was the one that gave me the inspiration to do this.
Limbo, you, yes.
Limbo was the one that back in the day said to me, "You've got to do your own album." I'm like, I can't.
You know what? You want to know what got me going, Limbo? Your bloody record, the new one.
Oh, thanks, Stoke. Yeah.
It's honest to God, man. That record is amazing.
It's brilliant record.
It kicked me back into gear, man. Honest to God.
Oh, thanks. It means a lot to me because, there's always something to lift you up,
The reason I called it Adam is because of that record.
Yeah.
And me and Adam get back together, and I've been talking to Adam, and I said to Adam, perseverance, because it took us, we are, as a band, we gone through a lot of marriage and divorce,
Right.
I know divorce can be quite painful, and go through all the court, and from European court to getting ready to go to British court, and fighting through. and we got settled, and Adam knew about it, you know?
Yeah.
And from we got settled up, so when Adam was going through his down, I had to say to Adam, look what I've achieved. You can do it, man. You're gonna do it. So I'm always there to Adam, you're gonna do. And when he told me that he got in contact with you know, with you, I just thought this is the making of something really good. And straight away from there, so because I said, you know, once you're with Stoker, and then what's the name? I haven't officially met him properly yet. The lyricist, you know, wonderful,
Bobby,
wonderful lyrics. Yes, yeah. Another thing, here is a team, right, with different coming from Birmingham, Coventry, Leicester, and I think this is incredible. This is a world, you know, and we all meet up, and this is what we are right now, right? I mean, it's a very sad time that so many people dying, right? But it gives us the opportunity to get together as well.
Yeah.
Because without being stuck back in here, right? Come back and stuck here.
Exactly.
I can't go anywhere, right? You know, I wouldn't have been able to talk to you like I'm talking to you right now.
Yeah,
That's true.
Right.
That's so true.
And
I mean,
I'll tell you what, he wrote this line. It's in this song, Welcome to the Circus, that we've just finished. It's, what is it? On the juggler of corruption on democracy's trapeze.
the best.
So,
The best.
Bobby wrote that line.
Yeah.
I've got to say, it's fucking genius.
It's brilliant.
On the juggler of corruption on democracy's trapeze.
Yeah.
And we all know who he's talking about.
We don't know, yeah.
Exactly.
Really, very, very subtly put to, you know, it's so wonderful, you know. It's like as I was saying to I've done this other one thing which I've done with for Stone Foundation in England, you know them guys from Stone, they're a great little soul band, you know, and Paul Willer's on it as well, and a few more guys, and mine to Justin, I decided I'd like to dedicate a song to Boris Johnson. That's the British Prime Minister, Boris Johnson, and obviously I had to dedicate to Donald Trump, you know. And obviously the perfect song to dedicate to Donald Trump, which I know named those two, Tweedledee and Tweedledum.
Yeah.
And it's a message to you.
Exactly.
To you.
See, you know the thing about this is the great thing about this music and the things that we do that we've been collectively as this project is we can basically just still do that thing of like, even though people are running around and they're pointing the finger and they're blaming everybody and they're hating everybody, you know, it's this whole thing about just bringing everyone back together because, you know, at the end of the day, we got one world and we're the human race and we got to get this together. There's just so much poison in the world.
I've got to blame you now, right? Which is a wonderful blame, right?
Yeah.
Because I got to spend tons of money now to make sure I've got equipment at home, right? So I got to participate on your record now.
Exactly.
And exactly right now, I'm looking forward to go to the Fresno.
Right now we're forming a band.
With Stoker.
Yeah.
And Bob as well. I just think it's wonderful. It's such a beautiful world we live in now where we can hear it. And we do know that, right? You know, our job is to uplift people, you know?
Exactly.
Right.
Through music.
Bobby.
And that's what we're doing now.
Bobby. Where's Bobby?
Yeah.
Bobby's there.
You can tell everybody about how it all started for you, like with what happened, how it all worked out with you and me.
Yeah, Bobby,
it's a beautiful story.
Yeah, so the Scapones. I'm a huge fan of the Scapones, and they were touring the U.S. last August, and I've written a couple of lyrics for them for the Scapones, and we ended up at a show with Adam, and I met Adam at this show in August, and then it's how Adam we got together on Facebook. It's kind of a funny story that he thought I was a guitar player. He calls me on the phone and says, "Hey, Bobby, would you like to maybe play the guitar with me on a couple of songs?" And I said, "Well, I'd love to if I could learn how to play the guitar." So what I told Adam was, I said, "Listen, I don't play the guitar, but I write some lyrics. I've written a couple of songs with the Scapones. How about if we do something like that?" So the next thing I know, he sends me a couple of songs, and I feverishly start writing some lyrics and start sending them stuff, and you know, I guess that's probably 6, 7, 8 months ago, and we've got 41 songs now. Just you know, writing a whole lot of songs. But you know, one thing I want to say, I want you to know from my perspective, we got Linval from the Specials. All right, we got Stoker from General Public, which was my favorite band in the '80s. All right, we got Adam, who is an amazing horn player, musician.
Yes.
Ben, we got this amazing guitarist from Catbite, right? Coolie, I mean, right?
Oh, what can
legend. And we've got Bobby from Ohio.
Yes.
Yeah, baby. Ohio players. The Ohio players.
Hey, Bobby. We are all in the same boat. Put on our trousers the same way, shit the same way, go toilet. We're all in the same boat.
Yeah,
there's nobody special here.
No, I hear you. I just, you know, but from my perspective, this is living the dream. Living the dream.
It's weird that everybody's doing this.
That is worse than the corona for me, anyway.
Oh my God! See, that was my whole thing. See, like that's what I tell you, Cody. It's really funny. So when we write the songs, it's like I will talk to Bobby and give him like ideas and go, "Hey, what about this and what about that?" So there's a song that we wrote, in fact, on a roll, which was my observation of going into, you know, the supermarket when this all kicked off, and the whole of the world was just had this obsession with fucking toilet paper. And I'm like, what the fuck's that all about? I'm like, hold on a sec. If I'm going to be dying of COVID and I'm about to fucking do my last breath, why am I bothered about my arse being clean? I don't get it. What do I need all this toilet paper for? I'm going to be fucking dead. And I'm going to shit myself anyway because I'm dead. So what's the big deal? What's the big deal with the toilet paper? And then, to boot, going to get something to eat, where's all the fucking chicken wings? Everyone had taken all the chicken wings. There was no chicken wings. So I told Bobby about it. I said, I'm pissed off. I said, I can't get any chicken wings, can't get any toilet roll. I'm like, and where's all the bleach? I said, what have they done with all the Lysol? I'm like,
drinking it.
Drinking it.
You know, and sure as shit. I mean, that's what happened. And then, you know, and then old Donny boy last week told me to shove a flashlight up my arse and drink bleach. I'm like, how's that going to help me? But, I mean, you know, so sometimes I do.
Anyone just chicken wings.
So that's when we wrote a song, and we wrote that song, which is On a Roll,
On a roll, yeah.
Which we had a video. We've done a video for that. Well, again, 2 weeks ago, we didn't even have a video, and it's just so funny how this all works. So I'm living basically in this house. I'm living with a family, and they're like brothers and sisters, Gabe and Dawn. And he's basically got his own company. It's a photography company. It's Philip Gabriel Photography, and he's got no work. He's got no work, and he's like. And I said to him, I need to do a video. I said, but I don't know how to do one. I said, and he went, well, I'll do it. He said, my camera does videos. He said, but I've just took photos. He said, so let's do a music video. That's how On a Roll the video came about. And they're like, we spent a day putting all the lighting up and doing lighting rigs. And then the next day we went in and shot it over like 6 hours and did that video.
You guys have are you submitted any videos for the Supernova International Quarantine? You did?
Yeah.
Yes,
we're gonna,
is that too?
Wicked.
Yeah. So we're gonna do that. It'd be good.
The circus,
what's
by the way, is my favorite song. The circus is wonderful. It's got such humor and beautiful. On a Roll is great as well, but the circus is mine one. You know, I love that song.
And you know, it's so funny as well. There's another great thing about this whole project is, you know, like, because I say, what happens is we record. I'm recording in my apartment, literally recording in my apartment, and then I send the tracks to Ben, and Ben, then he records it at his apartment, and then he sends it back to me, and then I send it to Stoker, and then Stoker's mixing it. So Stoker's in Fresno, Ben's in Philly, I'm at the other side of Philly, and
the drums?
Stoker. Well, we have our drummer Josh. Josh does the drums. Josh is the drummer for the band.
Right. Sorry. Yeah, I played the drums on these two tracks.
Oh, wicked.
Yeah, because the drummer, yes.
Because that was a problem, you see. We didn't have a real studio to go in. I have a studio.
Yeah,
that we could
the real
use,
problem is we don't really have the capability to actually record live drums.
Yeah. So that's the drum kit.
There you go.
There it is.
Is that a toilet?
Yeah. That's how we do it.
It looks like a toilet. Oh,
See,
okay.
with all the software nowadays, I mean, like with all the software that we've got, it's amazing. Like the drums, we have Superior Drummer. I mean, you just spent, how much did you spend on that bloody, that last drum?
I don't know, $1,000.
Yeah, $1,000 for this. And it's like the drums are the real drums. I mean, it's just, it's whatever drum kit you want, we've got it.
Right.
And it's just amazing.
Anything you want.
Exactly.
I want your number, but that's another story.
Exactly. No, hey, guess what? You don't know, Coolie. You're going to be working on this album. That's what we want you to do. That's the next thing.
Step, Coolie. You got to join.
That's the next step. Because I said to myself, I need a good toaster. I can't find toasters for love nor money. All the young boys, they don't know. They're like, what's toasting? I'm like, oh, for fuck's sake, come on, seriously. They're like, no, they don't know. So that's what it is. They need schooling. So Coolie, that's why, you're going to be doing some stuff on this because we got some good chatting. I got some good stuff. Some good stuff.
I have some questions here from the audience. Yeah, asking, do you like playing larger venues or more smaller, intimate venues?
Well, I'll be honest. I mean, the big venues are good, but it's kind of like different over the years. As I say, we've done the bigger shows and that, but it's something that happens when you're with a small audience, and it's very personal. You know what I mean? And you can really sort of like get that vibe, which I do like that. But also at the same time, going to the other end of the spectrum, when you're on a massive stage and, you know, all you can see is heads, it's awe-inspiring. I mean, it really is. It's kind of like, you know, but...
Well, I can say that from my point of view, right, after finishing the tour that I did with the album, the Encore, right, it nearly killed me. You know why? Too many venues, right? Too many. And smaller venues is just too much for me. Give me, although I know it's nice to be intimate with the crowd, right? But we're gonna do 300 gigs a bloody year. It's just too much.
Oh, it is.
And you can do just one used venue, and we can get it all done, and I can get home and go to bed. At my age, I need my sleep.
You see, now they do it all virtual. Now we can do virtual gigs.
Exactly, that's more like for me now. It's wonderful. I love it.
Linval, you can be in bed and playing the guitar. You can be sitting in bed playing the guitar.
Wonderful.
And we'll put it straight out. That's how we're doing it.
Well, that's because don't forget, that's how I'll be doing my part on your next song that you're writing, right?
Exactly.
Please, writer, could you please write some very, very soul-y vocal for me, right? Because I like the old-fashioned soul vocal, and that's what I'm doing out of stuff.
That's what we got. That's what I did. I did that for you on the next song.
And next that's what we do, yes, yeah. And I'll be also playing guitar as well.
My favorite gig was you remember the 100 Club on Wardour Street?
Yeah.
Yes.
And the walls were it was weird because the walls were rubberized, right? And Gino was number one.
Yes.
And the place was packed.
Yes.
Packed. And it was the crowd was in our faces.
Yes.
And I walked after the show. I walked, you know, get a beer, and you walk you walk past the walls, and there's water, sweat,
dripping down
the walls.
Yeah.
It was awe-inspiring. I mean, I've played. General Public supported Queen at the National Exhibition Centre. And that's like playing in a recording studio. You're like 100 yards.
Yeah.
And it's like, can we see them?
Exactly.
Where are they? Oh, right, there they are.
Yeah.
And it's like the 100 at Wardour Street. Best gig of all time. There was a place you remember that place in Cornwall called the Melzers?
In Cornwall, no.
Oh God, that was another good one. You know, we ran into we finished the gig, and it's the only time that the audience, I went out to get me sticks, and a bunch of girls mobbed me. They tore my shirt off. So, answer to that question, little gigs are way better than big gigs.
I mean, just what it is for me, Stoker, because like back in the days, right, like the Nashville, just before we signed to Chris's record, you know, it was crazy. You know what? Because I don't know when we did the first the two-tone tour, right, with Dexys as well, you know, It was crazy. But you see, when you're younger, you can your body can take it, right? But what I find over the last 18 months, right? I did so much, right? I was severely dehydrated when I was in LA, right? And I just say, what's wrong with me? It was just too much for me, too much concert. So therefore, right now, we're just gonna narrow it down where instead of doing 100 little venues, right, we're just gonna do 20 big venues now.
Right.
I know when I was talking, we've got to learn from the Rolling Stones, you know? Why did they last so long?
Right.
Yeah, they can't do small venues anymore.
They pace themselves. I mean, the point is to, entertain the kids, right? And all the folks that love the bands. So it's easier for them to get to, I mean, it's great for us to go and play a tiny club where you can see the faces, but, And
that's the thing. Don't even know when they're going to be doing gigs again. You know what I mean? So at the moment, for us,
we've got no idea at all.
It's like someone asked that. They were like, "When you're releasing the album?" I'm like, "I don't know." It's like, because
we don't know what's happening.
I don't know what's going to happen. It's like we don't know yet. I mean, I'm going to put the things together, but then we've got to find out where we're going to, what's going to happen. We just don't know.
It's a pandemic.
Yeah.
Adam Stoker, if we listen to Boris Johnson, right, we're like, well, release it tomorrow. No, release it today. Release it tomorrow. Release it today. Tomorrow. Today. It's uncertainty. We haven't got a clue what's going on nowadays. No,
I'll be honest with you though. You need to release it. You need to release it.
Yeah. I mean, it's one of those things. You know that's what's happened. That we've had a chance to just do this album on our own terms. We didn't have anyone pushing us. We just, that's what happened. So this thing has got very organic. It's been very organic from the beginning, and it's sort of like just growing and growing, and each song's going different. And that's what I love about this. It's kind of like, I don't know where it's going, and I'm good with that because it's kind of like each track's different, and we can, we feel it, and we just keep building with it, and the band's, it's morphing. And for me, this has been an absolute pleasure being a part of this project and working with these guys because, again, I'm just really lucky.
Well, for me, getting in back contact with Stoker, right? I'm so happy, and working with Adam. I'm so to get back in. It's just it's like a breath of fresh air to me again. I feel so good about it because these are people that I really respect and admire when it comes to music, and to be in the same record like with those two guys, and it's just wonderful. It's a great feeling, and without a doubt, as soon as Adam told me Stoker was on board, right, I know the production and the finished product of this record is going to be brilliant because it's in great hand. Stoker, Cam, what can I say? And you can hear exactly the production and the vibe. It's fantastic.
There's a question for you. Linville.
Yes, Coolie.
It says, how far along were you with the Specials' new album?
Well, it's difficult because we sort of we started writing while I was in London, and then I got sick. Well, as a matter of fact, on the Monday, I was in the studio with Nikolai working on a song called Tire Bus, and then we both went down with the dreaded illness. That mean for 2 weeks after that, I was in bed, sweating and been really ill. And then I decided, I've got to get back to America now, And I thought, shit. And as I said before, I gotta thank Barack Obama, because if it was for Barack, I wouldn't have had an American passport. And when they decided to close the doors, and I decided, well, I gotta get back home now, which is America, they had to let me back home because I have an American passport. So right now everything is stopped, and we really, really are stuck right now. We cannot get together because the rest of the guys are in London, and it's not possible. I talked to our because we're signed to Island Records, and they give us the freedom to take as long as we wanted to make this next record. I'm hoping that's not going to be 19, 20 years, because that's how long it took us to make this last record. But it will be a lot quicker. But we'll get there. We'll get there.
Okay, that question came from Stephen Carlisle, and the question.
Hi, Stephen.
Yeah, and the question before came from Annie Clemens. So
Hi, Ann.
Annie, how you doing, Annie?
Oh, Annie, get your guns. Yes.
Annie's a dog.
Yeah.
We can't see your face, man.
Yeah, you're very angelic. I thought it was an angel coming down, but it's because you're in the light. That's it. Now we can see you.
Adam,
Thank you, sorry. It was my fault.
Someone-
My fault. Yes, yeah.
Beth Def says, at least you owned it and you took care of your situation. So she's very proud of you for that.
Well, thank you. Thanks, Beth.
Thank
yeah,
you
I mean,
very much. Appreciate that, man.
You know, on a serious note, I mean, it's kind of funny. I do laugh and joke about it now, but look, there's a lot of people out there that have problems with, with everything, problems with all kinds of stuff. But on a serious note, if that ever happens and there's people out there, just contact somebody and ask for help, because there is help out there.
That's right.
See, I was so prideful at the time, I didn't want to get any help, and I just kept doing it. And you know what? I was in a lot of pain, and I nearly died. I mean, I did, and I lost everything, and I'm good saying that. And I needed to, you know what I mean? I needed to be humbled. It humbled me, and it's made me a different man.
If it's one thing I like to with Adam, I've been right there with Adam 24/7, because Adam is like my boy. He's my son. I call him. When I met Adam's mom and dad, they're just absolutely, they're up there in heaven looking down on us. Wonderful, wonderful parents. I just love them so much. And to me, it's like I stick with Adam 24/7. And it wasn't easy at times, because you had to go through it. But I was right there with. At times we're on the phone 3 a.m, chatting, talking it right through. And I'm so proud of him when he held up to it and he decided he's gonna do something about it. And I'm he's a wonderful example of a person turning his life around. Adam, fantastic. And he's an inspiration to me, and he will be an inspiration to a lot of people,
Limbo, stick a pin in it. You've got your hand covering the camera.
Oh, sorry, yes.
There we go.
Sorry, cool. Yeah.
Continue.
Yes.
Next question.
That's me. I get so excited.
Let me jump to young Ben, because Ben, you're the youngest one in this outfit. How do you feel being around
I think so.
These old farts?
Yeah,
Ben, yes, young youth.
The geriatrics.
Listen, man, young youth, wagwan.
I try to make fun of them as much as I can while I can. I don't know. I feel like I still have a lot to learn from all these guys for the most part.
Well, just make sure you have the Ben Gay or the Tiger Bone. Yes.
Nah,
I have a tube out there,
The great thing about this is with Ben and all the musicians that I've got in the band, they've got this stuff down. Like, I sent him these ideas. I said, "Yeah, you play this track, put some picking guitar on it, do some chops on it, and I said, you make it you play it your way." He came back. The track was absolutely unbelievable. I mean, so talented. I'm just
I took a little fiddling around, from Stoker there to fix it up right. But yeah.
No, I'm going to give you more credit for that, Ben.
Ben, listen to me right.
Yeah.
I really, you're playing and everything right. Absolutely, because it's so uplifting, wonderful, and talk from a person who attempt to play the guitar as well. You're damn good at it, man. You're very good. Good. You're there. Wicked, excellent. I'm looking forward to meet up with you and working with you and be able to jam with you,
And you know what? He's got a twin brother that plays drums, and I tell you what, the two of them together, it's just like, for me, it's like Sly and Robbie. I listen to them; they're just so in the pocket when they start doing reggae and stuff.
Yeah,
and they know every style. Like I go, so yeah, this is more 60s, more 70s. Do it more rock steady, and it just jump and just change, and it's like they got it down.
All I can say, Adam, you've come through and everything, and timing couldn't have been better. Everything is timing.
Yeah,
time it right, and here we are right now. Right, we discuss it, and to me, I just feel, it's a wonderful feeling, because we got it in the pocket, and the music's good. It'll uplift people. It's gonna be, it's a great bunch of, wonderful, man, and I know, with you and your personality and everything, right? People just love you. And I'm sure when you do get this record and get it all finished and everything right, it will be well received. Trust me. I've been in this long enough to know, you know?
Another question?
Working title? Do we have a working title of the album?
No. Well, you know what? I did have a working title. I was going to call it Posh Business Card because, like, that's what an album is now, isn't it? Basically, it's a posh business card. But, you know, I get very cynical with stuff like that, but I do. So I don't have a working title yet because, again, we're just starting to, you know, get the songs together now. So
we've been working on the name of a band. We're going to call it Birch New Dimension.
Yeah.
Birch New Dimension. It's very 60s.
Yeah. Oh, that was it. Captain Black and the New Dimension. Captain Black and the New Dimension. That's what it was.
We could be called Captain Black and the New Dimensions.
Exactly. Like, you know, that's another thing. People say when they say version, because I say, yeah, man, it's version. And they're like, what is it, version? No, I said, not version, version. Fucking Yardi. You can't speak Yardi. You know, because we grew up back in Leicester and everything. So that's, as a kid, I grew up speaking like that. So we're like, that's how it was back in the day. In the blues party, they'd be like, yeah, man, version. Play a version.
Yeah.
And I was like, yeah, man.
Turn your record over to the version. Version galore, yes.
It's the funny thing. I called the folder that we're working in on Dropbox is called Sky, right? With a Y.
Yeah.
And Adam couldn't figure out why I'd called it that. Because Americans, sorry all the audience, but the first time I met somebody who said, we really like your stuff. We really like your skate.
You're like, beg your pardon? What was that? Say again.
That was the funny part because I was in general public, 30 years ago. Nobody knew what ska was.
Yeah.
This girl pronounced it, we really like your skate.
Yeah. And you're like, okay. Right.
Now, the funny thing is, I called it Sky, and Adam's been pronouncing it Sky.
Sky.
I'm like, Adam, you don't get the joke.
Sky folder.
He's like, I'm going to put it up in the Sky folder. I'm like,
what with the Sky?
Next question.
I'm actually coming to an end, but hold on a second. I think we have more. Hold on a second. We are. I'm gonna grab some more for you.
Mm-hmm.
Take a bend, take a boom. Nope. We are actually coming to the end. I'm going to premiere 2 of your new videos.
Yeah. All right, we're gonna get to see the videos, eh?
Yeah. You get to see
new videos.
So we got what? The first one I think we're playing is On a Roll, which is again my observation of the infatuation with the world with toilet paper, and we did a song about it. And the video was shot, as I say, on location at Warehouse 3, which is my little club basically in Philly, where I'm lucky to have a place just really where I live. Outside there, my sparring partner back there, Robbie B. He's the owner of that place, and that's our club where that's my home gig basically. I can do a gig there anytime I want, and I mean not at the moment, of course, but you know that's where we shot the video. So I said to him, I need to take the keys. I said because I'm going to sit on the toilet and do a video. He looked at me, gone out. He said, well, do whatever you want to do. But yeah, we did 6 hours sat on the toilet. I mean, how I didn't go and do a dookie, I don't know, because it was like 6 hours sitting on the fucking toilet. It was insane. But yeah, and then I guess, and then the next track is,
That's my favorite track.
We said the next track is basically this whole thing where we are with politics in America at the moment, and not just that, the whole world's gone.
It's a world
doolally at the moment, if you ask me. So we wrote this song. And we wrote this song, and it's called "Welcome to the Circus," and because that's really what it is at the moment. The whole thing's just got like a circus. So I hope everyone enjoys it. I mean, it's been an absolute blast putting this stuff out and working with my my friends here and doing this and actually coming up with this project. We don't have a release date at the moment, but we are working on it. And again, when things get back to normal, you'll see us. We'll be doing gigs. We will be putting this stuff out. I think it's going to go on YouTube basically by midday tomorrow. So you'll be able to watch the videos. Please go onto YouTube, like us, go onto Facebook, like us. We need as much support as we can because, again, it's a new project and, we're just having fun. That's the whole thing about this. It's all about having fun and enjoying it.
So you have a page on YouTube and Facebook and...
Yeah, and I think the link's on the bottom. You can go on the bottom of the page here and see where we can go. You can get us on YouTube, Instagram. You get us on Facebook. There's a YouTube channel. We just opened up a YouTube channel and put some videos on there. That's some of the stuff that I did in the last couple of years, like live videos and that. The new videos will start going on there. And we will start to release the songs. What the hell is that noise?
That's stomach. He's hungry. That's just stomach.
I'm gonna walk. Oh shit!
Ladies and gentlemen, thank you so much for coming into here Saturday night, spending your time with this right here. This is an absolute pleasure. Absolutely.
Yes. So Coolie, respect, right? And don't get, we all have to do something, because this is what it's all about, right? Getting together, put some music out, and Adam. We gotta get Coolie the track where we can,
Yeah, man. I will.
I want to play it as well.
Yeah, definitely. We'll be good. We'll do it. We're definitely going to do it.
I'm here. Respect, man. I appreciate it.
Yeah, man. Respect you, Coolie.
Big thanks, man. Big thanks, Coolie. Big respect to you, man. Big respect.
Thank you, man.
Thanks for this chance. Yeah, man. It's been a lot of fun. And thank you to everybody out there as well that's been supporting the band and come to the concerts. I love you. We really do. It means a lot.
Yeah,
because I couldn't do that without you guys. I mean, much love to everybody.
Without all the support out there, we and it's just one of those things where we're really sorry that where we are right now, we're all grounded and we can't wait to get back up there and start playing again and performing for people because, that's what we do, uplift people, And I would love us to get back out there and start doing it again soon. So
you'll see us. Right. We'll be doing some stuff. And as I say, now Linval's about. You never know. You might see him on one of my gigs jumping around because he gets everywhere. You never can tell.
I just turn up.
It's good stuff.
All right.
Yeah.
All right,
guys.
Okay, man. Take care, Coolie.
Thanks, man.
Respect.
Big respect.
Cool. Yeah.
Enough
respect, man.
Yeah, man. Big up.
All right.
So, Stoker.
Some videos.
Yes. See you later.
Hoarder. Some people say I'm paranoid. Getting my house in order now that I'm unemployed. My motivations could be ulterior. My cover is destroyed. I die with a clean posterior. Transition into the void. 3 cases of toilet paper, 12 bucket chicken wings. It all fits in my refrigerator. There's a few of my favourite things. You'll never know what you might need later. You don't want to lose control. Stocking up with this COVID caper. I'm on a roll. People say that I'm crazy. Some people say I'm a loon. Accuse me of being lazy, singing this same old tune. My conscience couldn't be clearer. My arse is squeaky clean. Take another step nearer, or I'll empty my magazine. 3 cases of toilet paper, 12 bucket of chicken wings. It all fits in my refrigerator. There's a few of my favourite things. You'll never know what you might need later. You don't want to lose control. Stocking up with this COVID caper. I'm on a roll. Soup can, milk and breads and lots of spam. Mood man, I said mood man. From the grocery store to the saucepan. of toilet paper, 12 bucket of chicken wings. It all fits in my refrigerator. These are few of my favourite things. You'll never know what you might need later. You don't want to lose control. Stocking up with this COVID caper. I'm on a roll. Yeah, I'm on a roll. Yeah, I'm on a roll. Talking of a roll, do you want to buy some toilet roll? I got some. I got one piece of toilet roll and I want 10 quid for it. And if you want, I got some chicken wings. Or I'll swap you some Lysol for it if you want.
This is Radio Moscow, the foolish and bitter partisan Congress of the United States. Today, passed on the articles of impeachment for President Donald Trump to the United States Senate. We all know how that's going to go, don't we?
Night, do you sleep tight or toss and turn all night? Are you conflicted to be or not to be? Are you like me? You call the cavalry.
It's business as usual at the Capitol, as you were, good senators. We've been told by an anonymous source that the president was quoted as saying, "Ignorance is strength."
Welcome to the circus, the attraction of the age. 3-ring hall of mirrors, it's history's next page. Welcome to the circus, I'm the strong man of the sleaze. I'm a juggler of corruption on democracy's trapeze. You need a drink, the future's sure looks bright. That race was tight, the college got it right. Damage inflicted, you owe it all to me, it wasn't free. I want my fee.
The Office of Disinformation today admitted that they tell us the truth. When asked for a response, the Vice President said, "Who controls the past controls the future."
Welcome to the circus, the attraction of the age. 3-ring hall of mirrors, it's history's next page. Welcome to the circus, I'm the strong man of the sleeves. I'm a juggler of corruption on democracy's trapeze. The clowns are coming to town today, they're going to take your children away. Filling your head with bureaucracy, making you fear everyone you see. The clowns are coming to town today, they're going to take your children away. Filling your head with hypocrisy, restoring the aristocracy. No time to think, the sheep are ready to fight. To my chagrin, they got a nasty bite. You'll be acquitted, leave it all to me, no perjury. What will it be?
More news tonight from the Capitol. The Moscow Mule is as mad as hell. The magician has been thrown under the bus. The ringmaster cracks his whip. And of course, the elephants do their trick.
Welcome to the circus, the attraction